The Lord is my shepherd. I do not aimlessly wander alone through life. I have a shepherd. The one who made me is my shepherd, and his name is the Lord. He first made his powerful name known to Moses in the wilderness, where Moses was shepherding his own flock of sheep. The sovereign, Holy One made himself known that day as he appeared to Moses in a flame of fire as it burned a bush, yet did not consume it. When Moses saw this glorious sight, he had a choice: to turn aside to investigate this glory before him, or continue on with his day and the tasks before him. He was captivated by glory, though, and said to himself, "I will turn aside to see this great sight, why the bush is not burned." I find it so interesting that it is only after Moses turns aside to see the burning bush that God calls out to him from the bush, and he calls Moses by name. And so God told Moses to tell the Israelite people that his name is Yahweh. I am who I am. And this is his forever name, and how his people are to remember him through all generations. The Lord made known that he is self-existent and depends on no one for his existence. He is the creator and sustainer of all that exists. He is immutable and never changes, and he is eternal in his existence. In revealing his name, God revealed his character to his people. In this passage, he particularly emphasized to Moses that he, Yahweh, would be with him. And again, God assures his people of his presence, which is how he comforts fears and instills courage to do the impossible. Jesus does not return back to heaven until he promises his followers that he is and will be with us always, even to the end of the age. Thus, I have a shepherd, and his name is Yahweh. Yahweh is my shepherd, and he calls me by name, and I follow him. Yahweh, the self-existent creator who depends on no one and never had a beginning or an end and changes not, humbles himself to be a shepherd and to take care of me. For shepherd is a word that conjures up images of stinky, smelly sheep with little intelligence to speak of except to wander off into trouble. And without the shepherd, the sheep would be lost, helplessly lost and hopelessly in trouble. So Yahweh takes up his staff and lays down his life as my shepherd to help my stinky, smelly, wandering self. A shepherd's job is messy, as sheep are messy creatures by nature. And the Lord is my shepherd in the midst of my mess. He is not shocked or surprised by my mess or my neediness, but already knows my every weakness and sin. My heart is not hidden from him. This is exactly why the triune God planned before the foundation of the earth that Jesus would be my good shepherd. And also my substitute, for Jesus is not only the good shepherd, but also the perfect, spotless Lamb of God offered in my place. He not only meets me in my mess, but also has taken it upon himself at the cross and given me grace. Sheep are also noisy, demanding creatures that need constant supervision and protection. Shepherding is not for the weak of heart, for it requires endurance to weather the storms, rain, wind, beating sun, and scorching heat. It is a lonely job, as the shepherd spends his days and nights caring for his sheep. It requires the deepest patience, as sheep senselessly try to escape and wander off, get sick and die. Shepherding is a lowly, humble job. Shepherds need compassion when caring for their sheep, for he must always be ready to seek out the sick or wounded. He seeks after the sheep that have strayed. He plans food for his flock. I think the big point is that sheep depend on the shepherd for everything and need him even more than they know. The Lord's humility and love shine forth in that he compares himself to a shepherd and leads us as a shepherd. The beauty of this passage in Psalm 23, that the Lord is my shepherd, blazes forth, showing that I am a sheep in need of a shepherd. I have a shepherd. My shepherd's name is Yahweh, the Lord, the self-existent and unchangeable God who created me and calls me by name.